Hey, hello, YouTube. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. It is a wondrous Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? I keep losing track of the days. But let's see who's in chat. Who is in the chat? Who's in the chat? We have Nathan. Hey, Nathan, you're first. Marine, second. Well done. Of course, Marine commented about me changing my shirt. It can't ever be an innocent statement with me. And, ooh, we have a new person today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I always love new people. Aeternus Votum? I'm hoping I said that correctly. Aeternus Votum. I believe I said that correctly. If I did not, sorry. First time around here, and I see in which direction it will go. Well, I tend to be biased, but I think it goes in a positive direction. I think I tend to be able to perform fairly well, keep my energy up, and interact with y'all on a fairly good basis. But sometimes I kind of fail to do that, I admit. But I try and keep consistent. I try and be direct, and try and make it as entertaining as possible. That's just my goal. I'm also first time through, so I don't even know what's going to happen. So some episodes might be more boring because simply I didn't know what was going to happen in the narrative of the story, and might have been more of a dry spell. So far, that hasn't happened because every single episode, something major has been revealed, occurred, and I'm just like left and right. I feel like one of the balls in a game of pool just. And every time I think I'm safe enough, I get hit again. Hey, show me mercy. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Delusion Dork. Heyo, welcome, 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 welcome. Alright, so we are logged in. I still don't know if there's a way to turn off these pop-ups when I first start in. And I always have to close them. But yes, yes. So, I wasn't able to play any more of the game last night, so, Disillusioned Dork, don't ask me about anything. The most I was able to do before I went to bed, because I got home late, for those who were there at the stream yesterday, you guys know I had to rush out. Unfortunately, that was because I had to go to a house visit. We were doing a house tour. I'm looking for a place to live right now, and, we found a place. We were checking it out, and that, unfortunately, was halfway across the state, though, so it was about a 2.5 hour drive, give or take. Give it 2.5 hour drive there. We walked around for about 20 or so minutes into the house. You know, we checked it out, tried the plumbing, made sure everything was working. Then we got dinner, and then we picked up some food, and then we headed back. So yeah, by the time I got home, it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. But thankfully, we got home, and I was able to at least do one thing, and it wasn't unlock like crafting or melding my own materia. As far I looked it up though, and by what I've looked up, materia melding is something you unlock at level 80, or at the very least on the higher end of the craft when it comes to like the crafting jobs. So it's a bit of ways away, and the server boost or whatever it was for like XP leveling is gone now, so it's gonna probably take me much longer to get any of my crafting jobs all the way to that degree. But I'm doing my best, and I will get to it. I did, however, meld some materia to using just the vendor to do it. I was able to meld 2 materia to my sword. Both were just critical hit bonuses because I didn't really have anything else that really worked with the weapon for materia, so just stuck those ones on. Wasn't gonna, I swear. Well, just in case, I covered the basis in case you were curious. Don't forget to introduce us to your future roommate. Well, things are in the bit up, when it comes to that, things are a bit up in the air. I absolutely will, when things come around to it, but as it stands right now, around where I live, it's a bit more of a seller's market when it comes to houses, when it comes to apartments. It's not really a buyer's market right now, and everything is extremely expensive. Everything is extremely up there, unfortunately. So, you know, every place we've looked at, there's about 80 other people trying to check out those same places. There's a lot of people looking for places to live, and apparently not enough places to go around right now in my area. So there is the risk that I end up stuck where I'm at, which is not bad, you know. It's just I do want to, you know, I don't want to get out on my own, and living with my folks still is demoralizing to a degree. And I help out. It's not that I'm being lazy or not helping out or anything. I absolutely am, but it's one of those things where, you know, you have the money. Like, I have money to move out. It's just, you know, I've saved up enough on the side, you know, on my own from other things, to have enough to at least get like the down payment on the basic down payment on an apartment. But right now it's not even really a problem of being able to afford it as much as it is the problem just being able to find a place that isn't taken or a million other people are fighting over right now. So I may end up stuck where I'm at, but it's not. It could be worse. I'm not in a bad situation at all, and hopefully things will be on the upswing. But push comes to shove, my roommate just has to get into the dorms at the college she's trying to go to right now, and live on our own. And I'm stuck where I'm at until in the future when we can find a place. That's all. That was a bit more information than I'm sure many of you wanted or needed to know. But I thought I'd just lay it out what's going on with me, you know, so y'all know why the background changes. Hey, little Miss Cindy. You're usually not here if Ludus is not. Welcome. How you doing? Progress always feels good. We get you, man. Don't worry. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. But, yep. So, we're gonna wait another... let's give it another 3 minutes. Just about another 3 minutes. I want to give anybody who's interested in checking out the stream and hanging out while we continue to progress through the Heavensward main story. I want to give people who are interested in that some time to hop in. So we're going to wait another 3 minutes, just about. So how's everybody in the chat doing? How's everybody doing today? I hope well. Shake, 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 shake. Stuff and things, welcome to the chat. Welcome, 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 welcome. Here's a quick hi, then bye, since I'm currently on lunch break. I understand. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi, though. Have a great stream, and remember, Slanesh loves you. Slanesh doesn't love me. Slanesh is appalled by my existence. I'm the anti-Slanesh. I'm having a relaxing evening. Hope you all have a good day. Yeah, I'm hoping I have a good day as well. It's not evening for me yet, but it's on the way. It's the afternoon, as you can see in the corner. It's 1:40 p.m. I'm not sure what to take from the second half of that, though. That if you're heading out, thank you for hopping in and saying hi, and hope to catch you later. If you're staying, and I'm just reading into what you said a little too much, well, hope you enjoy the stream. Despair says video showing which materia is best for each job. I'll have to look it up. I'm good, by the way. Good to hear. Good to hear. Love it. Dragurnus, I haven't seen you in the chat in a long time, my friend. I almost felt abandoned. How are you? Hello, soldier. Well, I'm a knight. No, it's a bit of a higher tier soldier. You aren't anti-Slanesh, you sexy beast. You should be able to ban. Don't get me demonetized. Nah. I do my best, but unfortunately I'm a bit too quirky for most, which is perfectly fine for me. Hey, Adamantium Pizza, what's up? You've been chatting on the stream chat, and you've been leaving comments. I appreciate it. Hey, I made the stream. Yeah, I'm happy you made it. Welcome. So we're gonna get so we're on our last minute here, just another 50 seconds, and then we'll talk to Athenian and continue with our journey and finishing Heavensward. Hopefully, we'll get to the point where we defeat Nidhogg today. I molded over while me and my roommate were traveling up and down the state. I molded over a little bit in the back of my head. Whether Hrausvelgr is actually Nidhogg, they're one and the same, or if in fact he plopped out his eye and gave his eye to his brother, his eyeball, because dragons are at their full strength. Only their power is in their eyes, which I find is interesting, but their power is in their eyes. So, and we know Nidhogg had one eye removed, so Hrausvelgr didn't seem to like humans very much. So it doesn't seem totally out of the realm of possibility. Thank you, Dragonus, for the that's not a super chat. Thank you for the donation, man. My birthday was yesterday. It was okay. Happy belated birthday. I didn't know. Damn it. Oh, awesome. Thank you, man. No, that was super generous, and happy belated birthday. Let me pull up the rest of your statement, because I did not read it fast enough. Smooth. That is not the right one. That is Twitch, and I haven't been on Twitch in forever. This build, Streamlabs, YouTube, yes. That's the email. Come on, pull it faster, you dumb bastard. There it is. My birthday was yesterday. It was okay. I started working last week, so couldn't jump into all your streams as I have to sleep earlier. I understand, man. At least I am getting friends over at the weekend. Nice. You get to hang out with your buds. Gonna play some D&D, or you're just hanging out, getting drunk, listening to heavy metal, you know? Either way, good weekend. No, I was teasing you, though. No, I know life is busy, and I know not everybody can catch the streams, nor is everybody interested in me playing Final Fantasy, so I totally get it. So, you know, it was just light teasing. Asmo getting a whole new audience since his FF streams. It's definitely starting to grow. It's nice seeing the sub count go up for a change. For the last year, it's been frozen at 3.7k, and actually dropped the last month before I started doing FF content. And to be fair, you know, there's so many people who are doing 40k content, and it's a niche hobby as it is, so not like there's a huge audience there to share around. So, yeah, and it just, you know, thing is, it's not like I'm trend chasing. Like, I talked about this a little bit with a friend of mine, but it's just one of those things where you know, other people are making FF content over whatever content they were doing before now just because it's a trend. Me, I just genuinely stopped playing WoW, started playing FF, and just decided to start streaming it. And it all kind of coincided with everything that's going on right now with FF's boom and popularity. Like, I had no way of predicting that, but yeah, it's just weird. I guess I am trend chasing in the sense that I am on a trend that is currently on the high, but I'm not in the sense that I was actually actively hunting it or going after what was going on. It just ended up, I ended up just falling. I'd say I wasn't trend chasing. I was trend stumbling. I stumbled on the trend as it's hitting. But no, it's been great, and the community and everything. For FF has been so incredibly fantastic. Like, it's the only game I play at the moment, only game I want to play at the moment. I've just been having an absolute blast with Final Fantasy. It's definitely my main MMO, and at the moment, my main game for sure. But yeah, it's been fantastic though. It has been. Like, I was not expecting this much love from the community of FF. I wasn't even expecting any kind of growth. I just was like, there's this game I really want to play. I'm gonna start streaming it, start making videos on it, and blew up. Be lurking while I work. Have a good stream, dude. Have fun, chat. Alright, thank you, Adamantium, and thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Well, you'd fit right in with the other Euros in the Discord server. What? I'm trying to keep chat, but not read too many into-chat conversations. I'm gonna listen to heavy metal, drink, get pizza, watch some movies. Last weekend we had some cool pen and paper. Nice. Sounds like a fun time. I'm jealous. Since I am playing FF now, I don't want to spoil myself. I understand. Thank you for hopping in while you could, and don't spoil yourself. It is worthy of the journey to experience it yourself, and it was happy for me to just simply have you come in and say hello. It is truly a blessing unto me, and you did not need to donate for your presence, and seeing you chat again was in and of itself a kind enough and direct enough donation. The money is an incredible bonus, incredible generosity, and I appreciate it. But just know, I appreciate more having been able to talk to you again. It was nice. Right. I believe we're well over the 10-minute mark, so... Well, don't forget your 40k, boys. I'm not covering 40k content on the channel anymore. You guys know that, but I'm not going to forget you guys. You know, you're right in the Discord, you're right in the community. But you guys already know there's no content coming for that stuff. Yeah, I won't forget my boys. My boys are my boys. Whether I'm playing 40k or talking about 40k anymore, or if I'm just wondrously conversing and dealing with all of you. Here or there or everywhere. I love you. I love you all. You're amazing. Okay. I believe we are ready to go. Love you, crazy dude. I am crazy. Okay. Since I've seen you playing D&D also, may I ask, as a player or DM? Me? I am a DM. If you're referring, I don't know if you're talking to me, because you didn't at me, but, you don't have to. I'm assuming any time when someone chats in the chat that they don't at someone, they're talking to me. But I do play D&D, and the series on the channel, Call of Nordred, is my campaign that I'm DMing for my group. It starts out rough. I think our first episode was like the most rough because all of us didn't we didn't have like a trial game like most people recommend to have. We just jumped right into a full campaign. So yeah, our first run in together, I think the first episode was kind of rough. So you know, if you choose to watch the series or listen to it more aptly, just know that the first episode is not really indicative. We get a lot more comfortable as we go along, and we didn't play this last weekend because one of our players was in Vegas. But this is the upcoming weekend. I believe we should be good to go for our next playing. Yes, sorry, I am. Awesome. Yeah, but I am DMing. I've been a player, but I haven't played in 3 years, since the end of high school. I just volunteered to DM a game because I knew because I miss D&D, and I haven't been able to find anyone else who wants to DM these days. And DMing is a lot of responsibility, it's a lot of difficulty, so I understand why a lot of people don't want to do it. So I just volunteered, and I said, "Hey, does anyone want to play D&D and doesn't have a group right now? No, let's hook up." And a bunch of people on my server, thankfully, got together, and we all started playing, and we're at episode 11 right now. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, though. It has been a lot of fun. I can't keep up with my players half the time. Oh, maybe I'll look for it then, as it's the same for me and my group. Completely new, everyone, and I was just thrown into DMing, but now have fun with FF. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was thrown into DMing too, so I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, thank you. So that's actually not too bad, though, spending time with them. Alright. On track. On the trick. Astronean! I have pricked Master Elfino's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eerie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt the Elfino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. I agree. Oh, we get our ether current. I believe that's the last one I need for the mists. The churning mists. Estinian is eager to step forth for the Eerie. Then let us go. Oh, we're getting him. Oh, it's a mount. I didn't even realize it was a mount. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. Indeed, lead the way, O edgy dragoon. Alright, now we must speak with Sid. Right, Skysteel Manufactory. Boom. Port over. And let me turn the game back up to max. There we go. Alright. Wait, hold on. Hello, Sid. Shroud, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a cement drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. And that, folks, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee, or your money back. You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light, the dead worm awaits. Indeed. Tally here. Don't know if this is gonna be a dungeon. I'm assuming it is. Or a trial, anyway. By the way, I already did my daily roulettes. I had to spam those early this morning just so, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about them later in the afternoon when less people are on. Yep, okay. I'm assuming that's... There it is. Alright, it is a dungeon. Alright. Let's queue up. Yay, I'm the tank, too. I've been practicing my tanking, so I'm hoping I'm getting better at it. I'm turning this on, but I'm above the level of the max level of the dungeon, so I'm probably gonna have to turn it back on when we jump into the dungeon, because it's gonna sink me down. A dungeon we wiped too much in the early days. Let's see how it's nowadays. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out. It's my first time running it. I'm going in blind, so there's that. The queue doesn't seem to be too long, only 5 minutes. On the average wait time. I am tank, so most people say tank insta-queues. Which I've seen, as I've experienced lately, isn't exactly true. I've had very minimal instant queues as tank. I've had two insta queues, but I think that's about it. Everything else has been about 3, 4, sometimes 5 minute wait. I know certain times of day on the server, if you're DPS though, it's like a 20-30 minute wait. It's so I don't know why, but like if you have to queue up for a certain dungeon, so few people ever are actually there. I'm actually surprised. I always see tanks with insta queues. And yeah, no, my experience has been quite the opposite. I've had very few insta queues. Don't worry, Disillusioned Dork. I know who you're talking about. In their case, they were going into testy territories. Marine just hits on me. And I just let it happen, you know. It's been a thing for a long time. I don't restrict anyone hitting on me in the chat. Just, you know. If it's just me, it's fine. As the joke, obviously. Templar Cora. Hello! Welcome, 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 welcome. Healer is most wanted in queue. I know how it feel waiting deep. Probably more than an hour, sometimes it's DPS roll. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Especially when I was trying to level my Dragoon. Because I'm trying to finish up the Dragoon storyline, because I know it relates to Estinian. And I've been enjoying it, but unfortunately... to give you an idea, 2 nights ago is when I was trying to level the Dragoon. And I know that you can do fates and you can do other things and you can do deep dungeons to level instead. But I just didn't want to leave the area. I was that close to being level 50 just to finish up the class quests for A Realm Reborn for Dragoon. So I'll just queue up and I'll just wait right here, you know, just wait a few minutes. And I waited over 25 minutes. I could have done multiple fates. I could have done a deep dungeon twice or 3 times over instead. But no, I was like, nah, I'll just wait like 5-10 minutes to jump in. 20 minutes later, motherfucker. Just don't about dragons like Moraine talks about you. Yeah, like. Let's not bring that back up. That was a stupid and weird conversation. If there was one thing you could have asked me to predict about yesterday's stream, I would not have predicted that there would be a full-blown conversation about the concept of fucking a dragon. I would not have been able to predict that. At all. And I wasn't even... The thing is, it's not like I said anything to prompt it. The chat just went off on it. Like, I'm like... I'm in the middle of engaging in this amazing, fantastic story. I glance at the chat, and 2 people are fucking debating about fucking a dragon. I'm like, what? I'm still perplexed about that. As a healer main, I agree that the fast Qs, but I fear Endwalker. But I fear Endwalker. When you are more, when they, sorry, I can't talk today. When there are more healers than tanks in the beginning. Is there gonna be? Is that, that's right, because I know this new class is coming. I've only heard about Reaper. I haven't looked into, like, the trailer or anything to do with Endwalker. I'm more or less waiting till I finish Heavensward and Stormblood to even look into Endwalker 2, and Shadowbringer, sorry, and to even look into Endwalker too much. Because I don't want to hype myself up for an expansion that I'm not even going to get to, for, like, another month or two, probably. So, it's a ways away. LOL. A new healer is going to drop too. Yes, okay, so that explains that. Okay. Yeah, I know Reaper's DPS, unless I was mistaken. I believe it looked like DPS in the trailer I saw. Again, it wasn't really a trailer, it was just a showcase of the class. It looked like DPS. But that's the only one I'm aware of. What's the new healer called? Don't need to give me too many details about it, but I'm just curious what it's called. That just means the balance will be restored to its true order. The new healer's name is Sage. Ooh, Sage. Interesting. I have a very specific idea of what that looks like in my head, but I don't know. I'll look up some screenshots. I am so sorry. Well, welcome to the stream for one, and thank you for your response as well, Sage. Okay, back. My son just spent 10 minutes explaining the game, and he even knew Asmogan's class. So, yep, Dark Knight. Yeah, it's technically become my main in terms of, you know, hours put into a class. Well, I'd actually say Black Mage would be my main if we're going to sheer hourage, because I started Black Mage when I first played the game, and that's what I leveled all the way to max. So Black Mage, technically in that regard, would be my main. In terms of focus, currently Dark Knight's my main because it's aesthetically my favorite class. And it fits, I think, narratively well with where our character is in the story. In terms of level, I guess my main would be Samurai. Which, honestly, I got Samurai up to 66 because I spammed Dungeons and Fates when I was trying to earn up company seals. So, I didn't even mean to level my Samurai up so much. It just kind of ended up happening. Yep. Level 80. Well, when I say max, I meant max for like a Realm Reborn. No, not level 80, level 55. Like I said, level height. Samurai's my highest level right now, 66. Now that the, as you guys can see, since the boost isn't in the corner where it was before on the screen, the server's no longer got a drastic increase in XP, the road to 70 thing. So everything XP-wise is kind of nerfed right now compared to what I was leveling, so that'll be interesting. This queue is taking a weirdly long time. 8 minutes? Come on, people! There's not no more people at the Eerie? We wanna hop in already! It much easy to spread the level when doing MSQ. Oh, you mean level up due to the MSQ? Yeah, the MSQ has a buttload of XP and gil. You really don't need to do any side quests in this game whatsoever. I did a lot of them with my Black Mage just because I wanted to experience some of the side quest stories, and some of them were fucking good. Like, there's a lot of really fun side quests in A Realm Reborn. Really fantastic. Highly recommend people not completely ignore side quests. Don't get me wrong, most of them are pretty monotonous things, and you don't need to do them. So if you're one of those people who's like, I want to get to the latest expansion, I want to get through the story at an efficient pace, I don't want to take my time, or I want to take my time, but I want to take my time with the main thing. I definitely understand. You know, don't do pure side quests, but obviously do your blue unlocks. But when I'm talking about side quests, I mean like the actual side quests, the ones that don't unlock anything, don't serve really any purpose other than just to experience what story they individually have. I definitely recommend people give them a shot, play through those really, because some of them have actually interesting narratives, short and brief narratives, but some of them have some dark ones, especially once you get to Ishgard for the first time. I only have a DPS on Crystal. If I had a healer, I might have helped. Nah, I get it. It's fine. Yeah. Do side quests in between duties. What? I do side quests. I do some side quests off stream. And why do I feel so hot and steamy every time I see and hear you? I have no idea. My voice is fairly grating, I'd like to think, and I look pretty raggedy with the beard and all, so I have no idea. You'd have to explain that one to me. To kill time? Yeah, that also makes sense. Funny tells me Eternus is another Sill, female German and seemingly wholesome. Wow, that's a high praise. Damn. Now I feel shy. Well, so Eternus, just so you know, he's referencing one of the pinnacles of my Discord community and the old guard of my channel back when I did 40k content. She's a wonderful lady. We only know her as Sill. She's not super active on my Discord community, but she's one of my mods, and when she is there, she's usually a pretty good, fair and even moderator. She's super like, there's a meme on the Discord that she's that wholesome or holy Sill, like praise be to Sill. She's kind of like the goddess because she's just generally a really nice person. Like, I don't think she's ever gone off the handle on anybody ever. And usually she's there, like, even though some people have been kind of rude to her before, she's usually the first person to just be like, to calm me down when I'm mad at somebody who I'm in that mood. I'm like this person is being very standoffish. I really want to kick them because I'm pissed. And she's usually there to be like, no, just understand from their perspective. This is what's going on. Just calm yourself. It's okay. I don't think I've ever seen that woman snap at anybody ever. And sometimes I think some folks have deserved it. Yes, she's so nice. But yeah, Sill's fucking amazing. Sounds very amazing and adorable. Yeah, she's the only one I would describe as wholesome in my community, though. Quite a few other people. Quite a few other people are not. Yeah. Excuse me. My suggest you need to eat food to get a 3%, plus 3% boost. Yeah, and I don't know if that'll really help too much in this dungeon. I suppose it helps in most, but I don't really have any food on me. Of course, now that I go to check, it's like, oh yeah, we're ready to go. Motherfucker. Alright, here we go. Finally, we're getting in. What do you mean, Asmo? I'm very wholesome. In which chat? Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're loading in. Come on. Tank mood! My fat belly's got a use now. I totally misspelled hello. That's great. Fuck it. I'll leave it a helo. We're coming in for a landing. That Nidhogg. Uh-oh. Dodge the bleeding dragon! Effective use of an eyeball. Wicked mortals, I shall melt your flesh! I did not read the rest of that. I think it said, and crush your bones to ash, but... Or melt your bones to ash. Oh, what do you know? Conveniently outlined platforms. This may work. I'm sorry, but how do you not notice a huge F-off dragon flying behind you? You know, the wind, you know, the pressure, you can't hear very well, you know. Alright, here we go. Alright, just letting everybody know first time. Alright, here we go. Alrighty. Tank stance, welcome and enjoy. Okay. Yeah, I caught the tank stance before we started, so. Boom. Ooh, hello. Alright, let's make our way through. I wonder what's with the stray platforms. Okay. Ah, of course. Let me just rub salt in the wound and use your own eye against you. It's like, yeah, let me just add to the pissed offness of this dragon right now. I'm sure it'll end well. Alright, so the first thing we gotta defeat is Rangda. So that is that guy right there. Alright, everybody ready to go? Oh, so hold on, we're waiting for somebody. There they are. Alright, don't know this guy's mechanics, so this will be interesting. Gotta hold his aggro and keep him off the group. Focus on me, you son of a bitch. Hey, I'm dancing all around your abilities. I'm on. Come on. I hope I don't have to use my oh shit button on the first boss. That would be bad. Ah, okay. Come on. Come on, big guy. Come on, you worm. And he's dead. Guy looks more like a centipede than a dragon. Add for creep factor, I suppose. Alright. Read on that. Oh, were we supposed to do that? I don't know. I was looking at loot. Alright. Pull the kids away from the sleeping dragons. Okay. Alright, let's try and aggro them off then. We don't need to kill the sleeping ones? Okay. Good. I'm assuming that they're gonna be, they would be tough to, or at least a pain in the ass to kill. Boom, brought that one down. There we go. Don't wake up the mother. Yeah, somebody already warned me about that, don't worry. Alright. I'm close enough to aggro that bitch. Yes, okay, good. Boom. Okay. All right, now let's leave Mama Dragon to sleep and not know her kids are dead. Ah, there's a treasure. Damn it. Those dragons are heavy sleepers. Hey, you gotta deal with a bunch of kids all day. I'm sure it's tiring. Alright, next big boss. Alright. Focus on me, you ugly bitch. Ah, fuck. Oh, that didn't work. Damn it. Come on, go down, you ugly bitch. You're almost there. Yes! So far, a lot of these dragons, the boss dragons have not had wings. Warrior of Light, worst babysitter ever. Yeah, true that. Alright. Everybody good? Come on. Back you, you ugly bastards. There we go. And they're dead. Oh, look. A walkway. How convenient. Head Trip 2, welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They're throwing some offensive spells in there, it looks like. Alright. Come on. Cool. Oh look, a treasure coffer. That's new. Agreed on that one. Alright, here we go. Boom. And there we go. Okay. It's a boss room, or... Alright, aggro on me, aggro on me. Over here, you dumb drakes. Leave my party alone. Alright. And dead. There we go. Oh, here we go. Trying to make sure I get all of them away from the group. Whew. This has been a cool dungeon so far, though. It hasn't had, like, the most out there mechanics. I hope I'm not jinxing myself here. But it's fun, though. Map in the room, the Eerie. Alright. It's Niddy time? Yeah, Nidhogg. So there was no big reveal of him, of Heavensward and Nidhogg being the same, so there's that. And it does look like he's missing an eye, so... I don't know, I guess I read into that. Wow, Nidhogg's health is going down way faster than I expected this to be a drawn-out fight. Come on, man. Thought you were going to be a challenge. My impatience for your incessant struggling... What? Why aren't they aggroing on me? What the fuck? Nathan, thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like a typical stairway to legendary Pokemon battle when you saw... I'm officially in that in a second. Hold on. I'm gonna point his ass away to the group. Really? Nidhogg, fight us yourself, you fucking pussy bastard. Yeah, you say vengeance, but meanwhile everyone else is dying for you. Drop your fat ass down here, will ya? It's about to go down. Head trip to... Celsiana Ravenholf, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I figured we weren't gonna beat him here. It's about to go down. Yeah. Just in time for the GPS check, I see. The what? Green. That has a lot of health. So they nerfed it? Alright. Sorry, let me catch you with the chat a little bit here. I don't know if I missed anything important during that struggle. LOL, it much faster if you do DPS though. Well, I was. What? I wasn't just standing there. What are you talking about? What? Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me? Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. And that would be kind of fucked up, wouldn't it? I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No worm! This ends here!
That's such an epic voice. Right in the skull cap. That was the first time we saw Astinian's eyes. Oh, he went red. With the dragon's blood. Shit. He got him.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
So badass. Oh, we get another connection back to Hydaelyn. Yeah. No, Moraine, you missed it. That wasn't the dragon we were trying to negotiate with the previous episode. I know you ditched out early, but we went and talked to Hrausvelgr, which is another dragon on that one's level, and we negotiated with him, or tried to. And it really just came down to he went, this was a waste of time. I wasn't going to do anything. And then all he did was really reveal that all Ishgardians have dragon blood to a degree because their ancestors drank dragon blood.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Oh, this is one hell of a flashback.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hrausvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting.
So they removed both of Nidhogg's eyes? Okay, so maybe So maybe my second theory actually was correct, but I just misunderstood. Instead of giving Nidhogg one eye to complete, like having a 2 set so he'd be a full power, he just gave him one so he'd have any power at all. But that's a guess at best. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I missed a detail.
As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
Well, you clearly failed to do that because the dragons right now are still trying to get vengeance. And there's to be said though that there was that clarification though that they weren't just
cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
And there is something to be said about, because the way Hraesvelgr told the story is just that that the Elezen knights just flippantly betrayed them and took their power just for the sake of it, and just kind of, it was just like an evil act that they need to pay for. And it's clear that did actually happen from this flashback, but it was more in depth than that. These knights and the prince there seem to be openly aware that what they did was wrong. That they even said, one of them even said, we forsook our honor for power. And they seem to be fully aware that they did something wrong. And not that that makes it better. They clearly are in the wrong, but there is something to be said at least that they're not sanctimonious about their evil act. They seem to understand that they were in the wrong. They're not repentant about it, but I don't know. I won't say it really makes it better, but it's good to see at least that there's depth to who these people were in their time. That they weren't just, unrepentant, sanctimonious assholes who had didn't see what they were doing was wrong. Like it's a bit, I know it's strange, but it's a bit refreshing to see a villain that's, villains, selfish individuals. It's hard to word. It is, but I guess I'm just trying to say it's better narratively and more interesting to see that they were actually, not these caricatures, but actual people. It's not a spoiler. Their last names are right there. Huh? An American listening to the idea of monarchism before him. I'm sorry, Asmo. Yeah, I don't do monarchies, so clearly they didn't do too well with them either. It's almost like monarchies are outdated and don't work. It's a thinker there. Got the big think. He's got main character pockets. What? Nidhogg's brother. You could just hear the overemphasized K in darkness. How dare you? Sips tea. Will no ST, welcome to the stream. Monarchies are outdated. Here, here, tear down the monarchy. Yes, I'm not a fan of monarchies. I'm not really a fan of any governmental system where one person at the top is in charge of everything. That's just not to get. We're not getting into. We're not actually going to get into this too in depthly. We're in the middle of this, so let's continue.
We can but act as our Lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
So is that the ancestor of the owner of the Forgotten Knight? And actually, that makes sense, like, because the name of the bar is Forgotten Knight, and his name isn't stated there, it's just Brawny Knight. And he kind of resembles the bartender a little bit, so... Or I guess the bartender kind of resembles him.
We four, then.
Forton, Heilenat, Dierender, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards.
Don't be like the steward of Gondor.
We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
Nah, I just had a flashback to your ancestry. Just... It was awkward.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Sir Brawny of House Knight. First of his name.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan.
Not so valiant.
In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
Wait, you have 2 eyeballs?
Thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat.
Oh, yeah, you got the other one. I'm an idiot.
Thus, did this eldritch orb...
Ignore me. My brain clicked away from that.
Lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth...
I'm surprised you're accepting it as immutable truth.
Save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Again, I think my earlier theory that Hrausvelgr gave an eyeball to Nidhogg follows here. Thank you for the eyeball.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
A tangled web we weave. Sir Brawny King of the paper towels. Here, have an eyeball. And I can't think of another explanation.
This battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
Likewise, friend.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
I hope you like red. It suits you.
But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
I guess we're about to find out if my theory is correct. And I can't possibly see what other explanation there would be by now. That was the first Azure Dragoon and the founders of the Four. I know, I got that. Don't worry, I'm not stupid. At least I would like to think I'm not, but sometimes I guess I can be. But I assure you, I was able to pick that one up. I understood. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Yeah, we unlock flying. Whee! Alright, so that means we now have all the ether currents done for Western Highlands, Javanian Forelands, and the Churning Mists. Still gotta do the rest of Sea of Clouds, but I gotta unlock the northern half of that zone to be able to do that, and I also gotta grab all the unlock quests. I don't know about those two zones. I wonder where those are. I guess we'll find out later. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. I mean, he kind of owes it to us at this point. Alright, I also got a new mount, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Nice. Alright, let's ride that one just for a little while. Come here, there we go. Yahoo! Ha ha ha! Yeah, it looks neat. It doesn't really sound very cool though. It is a nice leisurely vehicle though. He being stupid, I can confirm Asmogan does not have my illness. Ah, you're not stupid. It's quite remarkable how Nidhogg's blood perfectly painted Estinian's armor without covering the decals. I know, it's almost theatrical in the way it was done. I'm mad. Have a good stream. Alright, thank you for joining away, you good Marine. A dark Eldar vehicle? It kind of does, yeah, with the... Yeah, I definitely see that. Especially in the, in that, vertical wing and the narrow... yeah, I definitely see that. We fly, fly, fly high. Fly, fly, fly high. Switch that one out. It's a decent looking mount, but I definitely in terms of flying mounts, I think Benny is still my favorite flying mount. And all mounts fly, but you know what I mean. It's my favorite mount, which flies, that looks cool flying. Oh, you passed the lookout spot there. The what? You have slain Nidhogg. Oh, I forgot to read that first part. Say Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hrasvarga to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon's Song War has all but consumed your life, and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at least bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, Warrior of Light. Arcturus, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? My favorite flying mount is the bomb pelican while playing Black Mage. I don't have that, but I have Black Mage. Come forth, O mighty dragon. Hello, big boy. We've come to harass you again. Impertinent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Yeah, I was right! Haha! Vindication. Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield 1/2 of my strength. That's a less grody way to get your eye back in. I guess we're gonna figure out what happened there. Wait, is this... Okay. Hey, did this happen, like, back then? Like... Okay, yeah, this is bad. Okay, this is... Whew, okay. Oh, I should be reading this. She is slain, then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Ellison. But thou wert enchanted by the mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatuskia her life, and me mine eyes. Eesh. Yes. Eesh. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. I find that ironic. 'Twas thy blindness. Reisvelga, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. My vengeance is begun. Here's your eye back. Sorry, it's a bit gross. I put it in my bag with all the other monster meat and straw. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Yep.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
I mean, yeah.
This one
Oh, sorry. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life, and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? I mean, and I'm kind of on his side. Like, I'm kind of neutral here. Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Alright, so as it stands, both sides are in the wrong, but I would say the Ellison are more in the wrong, because, you know, they admitted it. They flat out... They disregarded their own honor. They killed an ally, a dragon, just for its power. And then when vengeance was attempted to be wrought upon them for their horrendous act. They unashamedly, really, I would say not unashamedly, because it clearly was that they acknowledged that they disregarded their honor for power. So there wasn't no shame, but they clearly didn't have enough to stop them from permitting to their evil act. I'd say out of the two, the dragons are the lesser evil out of this, yeah. It's pretty much what it comes down to. And the dragons are significantly more in the right. Because when it comes down to it, the people who are more in the wrong are people who start it. Pretty much at the end of the day. If you start a fight, you're in the wrong. And I think it's that simple most of the time. And the dragons didn't start it. They did continue it well past those who originally started the fight and died, but so they're definitely still in the wrong because they continue to induct vengeance upon people who weren't responsible for their act, or weren't responsible for the act done against them. So it really just comes down to both sides are in the wrong. But if I had to say who was lesser in the wrong, it would be the dragons. Hey, ball. The running theme of FF is that the civilized player races are kind of jerks. Well, I haven't really gotten that theme. I would say it's not that simple. It's not like down to like the race. I'd say it's down to the people. There are individuals who are shitheads. Like, not all Lalafels are shitheads just because Telegi, Adelegi, and Lolorito are cunts. Hell, out of the two of them, Lolorito's less of a cunt. Yeah, he's greedy, he's malicious, he's out for power, but he wasn't willing to kill the Sultana to do it. So I think that's a very lazy takeaway. If I had to say, it's not, oh, the mortal peoples are bad. No, it's not that simple. I think it's down to they're amongst the good, amongst the waves of good. There are certainly those in the shadow who are bad. So it's a complexity there. I think it's a kind of a disservice to it to just kind of to try and simplify it, because again, I think it's a good lesson to understand that with as many as there are good people, there are those few who are bad, but they're so bad that their actions will affect the wider good. So I think there's plenty of complexity there past just that simple, oh, the civilized races are jerks. I think there's far more to break down in that than just that. People are complex. Yep. The path of evil is paved with good intentions most of the time. Bring back Shinra? Well, you can't really bring back Shinra because Shinra doesn't exist in this Final Fantasy. In my opinion, that the theme of FF, that there are no pure evil here, that there always have backstory there. Okay, I kind of agree with that degree. There is always backstory and there is always reasons why people are bad. And you're right, no, even the worst individuals are not pure bad. They have their reasons and their personal motivations for why they do what they do. And to them, they're not the bad guy. And that's how you know that there's a well-written villain. It's when they don't think that they're bad and that they have justification. If someone just does something evil for the sake of doing something evil, they're an uninteresting villain most of the times. And yeah, they can be entertaining for kids. Kids enjoy black and white villains like that, and even then, though, it depends on, like, how old. I'm talking, like, 5 to, like, 7. Once you're, like, 8 through 14, you should start getting more complex villains that have more complex motivations past just, I want to do evil things because evil for the sake of evil. No, I think it's good for... It is good for people, kids, as well, to get exposed to complex villains. Because in real life, bad people aren't bad in their own eyes. They're not even really bad in everyone's eyes. They're just bad. I think at the end of the day, what defines a villain, well, I think we're about to get into a really deep philosophical argument, and I don't want to get into those, because, again, I don't want to say something and someone clip it and then be like, oh, you know, this is what, cancel Asmogan, he said this. Yeah, so, people are people, nothing more, nothing less. And pretty much, the concept of good and evil, I think, really comes down to each individual. What one person finds as evil, another person will find as good. So, and at that point, we have to ask ourselves, who defines what is good and who defines what is bad? I think it comes down to, in a society, the majority define what is good and the majority define what is bad. So if more people think of something as bad, it's evil. If they think of something, if the majority of people think something is good, it's good. So I won't go any deeper than that because we'll be here all day. Well, I would say with the Joker, he's another example of what I was saying, though. Joker doesn't... I don't think he sees himself as evil. Oh, again, this is going to then bring up the debate, like, what incarnation of the Joker were we talking about? What comic series? Are we talking about the movies? You know, I was going to get it down to it. But if we're talking about the core Joker character, he's a perfect example of a psychopath. Psychopaths and sociopaths don't see themselves as evil. They just simply lack a moral compass. So, in Joker's case, he has his reasons. The thing is, the reasons to do what he does are all up here for him that are important, and he only cares what he sees as important in the situation. If he wants to fuck with somebody for years and years on end just for the hell of it, he will. And to him, he's not permitting it. To him, he might logically understand it as an evil act, but he doesn't personally, morally see it as evil. So the case with psychotic or mentally deranged characters, the interest and fascination and complexity into their evil nature comes in the tragic sense of their insanity. For some villains, like we'll stick with Batman. If we look, Mr. Freeze, the tragedy with him is he does his evil acts because he wants to save his wife. You know, his wife is tragically inflicted upon with a disease. He wasn't able to find a cure for her stage, so he froze her, and he got injured. He got injured in his attempts in his process of freezing her, and is now out to hunt for a way to save her life. He is the perfect example of a tragic villain who does evil things for a good. But widely speaking, the amount of harm he causes outdoes the amount of good he inevitably wishes to do. So he is still labeled a villain. In the case of the Joker, this is where it gets the complexity with the Joker is the psychopathy, the insanity. We don't know his backstory. We don't know definitively why he does what he does. We don't know what caused him to be the way that he is. So it's kind of up to the individual person reading the comics and the individual person watching the movies, the individual person absorbing the character of Joker to kind of theorize what created such a man, what crafted him into this maniacal agent of chaos. What makes him complex is the fact that he's left vague, and we're not directly spoon-fed his complexity. We're left to speculate and create that complexity for ourselves. So that's why he's such a well-written character. It's the lack of writing, ironically, that makes him so complex. Currently clipping Asmogan to say the Joker is good, actually. First of all, I didn't say that. Second of all, not that simple. He's good to himself, and all the best villains don't see themselves as villains, I would say. And I don't think Joker... I don't even think Joker sees himself as one. I kid. I know. I'm kidding back. Yeah, but sorry. We almost went down that rabbit hole again. Alright, so... Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Oh, damn. I'm kind of surprised that arc ended when it did. I'm assuming it's ended. It might continue. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hraelsvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us.
"'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment."
Well, yeah, it's been your life's goal. Now that you've achieved it, this is one of those classical stories of this has been someone's life goal their entire life, and now that they've achieved it, what now? That is a very commonly used theme in stories, but I like it with Estinian. I'm curious if they're going to give us something that he's now going to work towards as well.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
Okay, that's a really cliche line. Okay. And I guess there's something to be said that they didn't say that line while they fought. But it's said in hindsight. But it's still, oh, it's such a cliche line. Oh, the writing's been so great up to now. Really? I think the fact we head down this rabbit hole is a testament to the story going on to make us think just complexities. And yeah, and I've been praising the story up and down, left and right, and I will continue to do so. I've been enjoying the ups and downs as they've been coming at me like punches in a boxing match or chokeholds in a MMA fight.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Oh boy.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraelsvelgr was right about us.
Well, we're definitely not proving him wrong.
Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Sure that. Alright, let's go knock some heads.
I would join you.
You would join us?
There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Actually, I'm still, now that I recall, didn't the Pope of their church
Come then,
have his
Lady
do something to their knight, and he got super deep voiced?
Chapter in this damnable war.
What the hell's going on? Isn't the city supposed to be under siege right now?
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence.
Yeah, why are you...
But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Overconfidence.
Our plans proceed apace, then.
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
Sus. Oh, I don't know.
The moment is at hand.
That's the new voice for La Habrea.
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
Yeah, I knew he was getting controlled.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
Oh boy. Is that us, or... He's like... The art of the silent word.
There!
Me about to win, lose a game of Hungry Hungry Hippos. We're not so different, you and I.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
Indeed, because at this point, Nidhogg's dead. The war's over, pretty much.
My lady!
She has come. Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low!
Okay.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
It's not gonna be that simple.
Have we lost?
Yeah.
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
What a concept. That one guy like, damn it, I wanted to fight. Fuck. Ah, well, we lose.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
I'm still waiting for the what's the term? For the shoe to drop. Cause they said the Bringer of Light to die. Is that okay? We lost our link to Hydaelyn, so that very well could mean talking about Lady Iceheart, because she's the one that still has a solid connection with Hydaelyn. Ours still isn't fully rebuilt, so we may not count as the Bringer of Light anymore. But assuming it is talking about us, what's going to happen? That was rather too close for comfort. But 'twould seem the claim is returning to the streets. The calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. I mean, it could have odder company. Like a big green ogre and a talking donkey. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise alone that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Shroud. Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mist together? Along with Estinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Fort Temp Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Shroud. I shall await you there. Tally here. Otter Company? So, let's hop over to Fort Temp Manor and discover and learn of the story to come. Instant transmission. Alrighty. I have leave for tonight then. Please keep on enjoying. Thank you for being here while you could, Eternus, and have a great evening. The Lower Ishgard Day music always gets me hype. I know. It was fun hanging around. I'm glad you had fun hanging around. I appreciate it. I do my best. Welcome, Master Scythe. Shall I show you inside the manor? Indeed you shall.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
It's Halone? I've been saying Halone.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
Begins to rant about the whole situation. And I, you know, helped kill a dragon, you know, shit went down.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelgr? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace. and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his knights, 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Man, everywhere we go, there's some kind of governmental upheaval.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
And I wouldn't.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
They wouldn't. They'd kill anyone who did know it.
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Am I the only one for seeing that?
The Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known.
Yeah, but getting yourself clapped in irons isn't, or executed isn't gonna help fix it.
You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
Unless the people are given a common enemy.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
I mean, we're gonna have to bust this guy out of jail.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him. That which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it. Even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
With or without permission.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me.
Really does feel like a Game of Thrones plot, doesn't it? Idealism, Alfino says. Alfino! Irony.
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Ooh.
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
Okay, that old man looked pretty fucking old, and Sir Emmerich doesn't look that old. So, what poor lady lay with that old fart? Can't have been that many decades ago. At best, that old man was in his 50s when that happened. Eesh.
I labour to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
So I bite my nails when I'm nervous.
He is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hey, I'm a guest here, but I've been kicked out of other nations before, so, you know, I say let's do this.
Hear, hear. The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
I only crown him king. Everyone seems to love him.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you.
Hey.
So be it.
What can I say?
Make your preparations.
I will say if I did have the agency to choose in this situation, I would storm the vault. And even at the risk of my own death. It's like, fuck yeah, what a way to go out. Kind of reminds me of that moment with Gimli in Lord of the Rings. The bishop being naughty with the nuns, I guess. Oh god. Bad bishop, bad. You don't get the newspaper out? Bad. Jesus. At least he was seated by a woman of proper age. Unlike Ira. Oh god. Here we go. Didn't mean to trigger that. But that does I'll end that particular discussion with simply quoting Helsing Ultimate Abridged. Oh look, little Timmy grew to your crotch. Progress. If you haven't seen Helsing Ultimate Abridged, y'all all treat yourself. It's on YouTube. It's free. The bishop's been to Limsa. And wait, yes. Maybe this is just maybe the pressure of being pope. Maybe you look older. I think that's generous, my friend. He's actually 42. The heavy burden of leadership. Yo, you fucking with me. I don't believe with a beard that long and white. Nah. I'm actually straight up looking it up. FFXIV bishop. Bishop age. He's 74. Don't lie to me. Guy's 74. He looks damn good for 74, but still. Sir Emmerich didn't look older than 20, but let's be super, super generous here, and let's just say Sir Emmerich is a healthy 30. Let's say he's a healthy 40. It's not 40, 30. At the most generous, let's say Sir Emmerich's 30 years old. That means the Pope was still 44. Which is, it's still considered, you know, an older parent. Most people become parents at around late, I'd say nowadays probably, in the real world, probably like early, mid-20s. Most people, if they're going to be parents at all. Some are late bloomers, so like early 30s. But in these ages, like in like a medieval-esque era, you became a parent at like 17, 16. Yeah, but it says right here 74. Then no. No, and I don't think Sir Emmerich. I'll look up actually just to confirm because I looked at the Pope's age. Sir Emmerich. FFXIV. Oh, he is 32. What? Come on, give the guy some eye wrinkles then. Okay, so it's not as bad as I was thinking. So the Pope wasn't an old, wrinkled old bastard, but he was still an older guy to have kids. But at least it's not as bad as I thought. Really? A 30? He does not look 32. I don't know. I'd add more wrinkles in there. At least something around the eyes. Like, he looks like he's a teenager almost. Youthful. Edward Powell, welcome to the stream.
I thank you all for your support.
Ella's internationally youthful. I mean, come on. Can I have that, please? Me, I'm in my 20s. I look 40 already. Alright, Lucia. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. And we can do a lot with this group. There's reason places like the Vatican that never corrected their ages of consent from the Middle Ages. Jesus. I mean, look at House Fulton. Father of 3 adults, and he barely looks 47. Ah, why is my eye like that? Sorry. And he definitely, the wrinkles on his face still depict like an older man, though. I'd say like mid to late 40s, maybe early 50s, but he's probably like 50-something. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortam and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Shroud reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn revenant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks, Estinian. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise. Shroud, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Tis the power of his manliness. The twins are 16 and they haven't gone through their growth spurts yet, so clearly aging is a bit slower than normal. Not by much though, I mean, 72, the Pope, if he's any, or Pope Bishop, I keep calling him the Pope, but it's because it's essentially what it is, but the Archbishop, if you will, he is 74, he looks like 102. So it's clearly not consistent. An extremely convenient case of alopecia, perfect hair, and never needs to shave. I mean, I think I kind of feel bad for those who can't shave, though. I mean, I'm just saying. Ether current, yeah, but ether current, but for where? I'm gonna grab this real quick, but whoops, I'm zooming through this. So I'm just gonna read it real quick. It's a side thing, so it's not a crucial story here. What location is it, though? Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, it's another ether current to unlock for that, but I'll do that later. But anyway, where were we? Ah, yes, the ill-withered friends. Alright. Oh, whoops. Just over by the Forgotten Knight. Worth pointing out, Eorzea has different year lengths, though 8 days in their weeks and 384 days in their year. Okay. That's only slightly different than ours, though. And it's close enough that the same, like, conceptually, the ages should be physically look around how we would be around the same age in our way of measuring time. So if it were like 24 days in a week and there's 3,422 days in a year, then 74 would be old as fuck in Eorzea. But it's literally like a couple of days difference for their year to our year. It's not even really. Dogs have a more significant aging difference, and they're measured by our time, like 7 years to a dog's year. Gregorian calendar. Alright, so that's... Oops, I walked around, didn't I? I autopiloted. To the Forgotten Knight. Alright. Tataru, my dear.
Shroud, Alphino! Gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you.
And you, Tataru? How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Oh,
Gibralot and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey?
Lots of things. Lots of shit.
You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use.
The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if ever I heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. Alright, we're gonna go to the seedy underbelly of the pub. To where the shady bastards are. Yeah, but it's listed on his wiki. It's listed. So it's listed on his fandom page that he's 72. Now let's presume that's Eorzea time, and you're saying by our calendar he's 75, 76. So that is a really minor difference, though, in the grand scheme. Now, obviously, the longer the time spans out, the more the difference is going to be. But small scale, year to year, it's not that big of a difference. It's actually so small a difference that converting adds 52 years onto the dragon. I think you meant to say Dragon Song War by our scale, which, yeah, 2 generations at that point, but still minor. It is still minor in the grand scheme of things. 'Tis the power of his manliness. Oh, I already read that. Alright, looks like I'm caught up in the chat. Alright, so let's talk to the broom people. The fuck was that sound? Anywho, Broom-Elder. Eh? I know, it's Elder.
What's that? Speak up, I can't hear as well as I used to.
No point in talking to that guy. Broom Rat. Well, that's not nice.
I don't know a god's damn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you could be sure I wouldn't tell you.
Well, fuck you, you little shit. It was a failing Lala? Or falling Lala? Ah, I see potatoes are raining down from on high. Ah, damn it. Ah. Oh, no, there, okay. There we go.
A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here.
Well, that's depressing. Yeah. We have failed to find anyone. Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected, these revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataro's ears are as sharp as ever. Alright. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not... I ain't leaving you alone down here. You're in the seedy underbelly, little lordling. Why not go and see if Giberlant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the Mongol before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. And everyone does talk to their bartender. Why pay for therapy when you can just talk to the poor bastard behind the counter who's stuck there all night? Someone... okay. Since the way for Endwalker began. And that's one way to spend your time. Learning the intricacies of the lore to the minor days of the week. Okay. Spice of life. Okay, I'm just checking to see if that unlock results in Giberlant. Giberlant. I still don't know how to say this one. Giberlant. Gib. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with the light lips. Discretion, Shroud. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. The least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. Owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me. Agreed? Alright, fine. I'll go fetch his herbs. What kind of herbs? I'm assuming it's of the kind. Fresh herbs. I'll stop. Or will I? The Druid Crozier. Armsmender, real quick. I've been in enough fights already. I might need a couple things repaired. There we go.
Hulking hunter. So you're Gibralt's errand boy? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Alright, cool. We didn't have to shake him down. I thought this was going to have to be a shakedown situation. He was so adamant about how accurate his thumb was for measuring the Admiral at the time, chopped it off and had... Wait, what? Where do you learn all this? Just by talking to NPCs or side quests? Where are you getting all that? Because I know there's an Eorzea encyclopedia thing, but I tried to pick it up because I was thinking about doing some lore videos for FF as a later content as the more I play. But unfortunately, it's out of stock like everywhere. I couldn't get it on Amazon, couldn't get it on my local Books A Million. I looked. And it's not available on Square Enix's own site right now, unfortunately. I give that piece of trivia 1 thumb up. A whole thumb or a chopped thumb? Well, you going to hand them over or not? There's your weed. Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. Aw, no, it's far more innocent than I thought. He's just probably making some food. Oh. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Hirtha. Hirtha? I'll say Hirtha. Hirtha is her name. That was with some force. And she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant at some noble house or another. I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? I see. That's clear. That subtle way to point us in the right direction. Okay. I like it. I like it. They aren't printed till April next year? Ah, I'll be waiting a while, won't I? Damn it. Amon is literally how far an Ellison can run in 1/10 of an hour. I thought Amon was like supposed to be like just a different word for mile, to be honest. Although clearly, obviously, it isn't, because when I was going around looking for ether currents, it said 265 moms north. Obviously, that ain't the equivalent of a mile, because you know it was more like it was closer to feet than it was a mile. Alright, so, hold on, wait, where are we going exactly? Ah, that was a strong yawn coming there. Athenium astrologicum. Astrologicum. Yeah. I have no idea how to say that. Bottle. As the Brits would say, bottle. Not bottle, bottle. But about 20% shorter. Hirtha. I can't do it. Yes, I am Hertha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, that poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation that what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly oh damn, skipping right to the okay. Started to grow, gods, the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a higher made it so much, well, I didn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Okay. So I'm assuming the High Lord was an Ellison. So... Okay. I'm not sure how that connects to what we're doing right now, though. Unless the child of that woman is the leader of this... is the mongrel. Maybe that's it? You're trying to find evidence to Emmerich's right to lead? I thought we were just trying to recruit the fucking underbelly. What the fuck? Well, that's disturbing. I thought we had already, like, kind of mosey on past that. I thought we were trying to find the underbelly rebellion. So the amorous nobleman buds his maidservant, that casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Even the penitent. It's raining potatoes. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Gerardo, for example. Surely you've heard of him? No? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Interesting. Oh, whoops. He's further down. I don't know why I suddenly, the urge to yawn has come about me. The music is too soothing! Ah. Geradul. Geradua? Oh. Gerald. Helone's blessing be upon you, sir. A gift? For me? Oh, he's a monk. I probably should do a different accent. He looks like a standard Ellison, so... This scent, how reminiscent of wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe a child. Yet somehow she found me time to help me tend to those even worse. In the even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. The little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending on for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Okay, so it's a daughter? No. It's gotta be talking about Sir Emmerich, so still a guy. But oh, that last line confused me just a tad. But it must be referring to the mother missing her own mother, I'm assuming. The Last Crusade is such a fun movie. I think I'm thinking of a different movie. Anytime I hear or read penitent, all I can think of, only the penitent man will pass. Geralt of Rovia. If we're trying to pronounce Ishgardian names or the Elzenana, they speak an archaic version of French. And I've been told that, but it still doesn't help. I don't speak French. I don't speak French. I don't know French, and I'm not accustomed to Frenchness. It doesn't help, I'm afraid. If I speak French, that would help me. It's a scene from Indiana Jones. Okay, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. Yeah, I was thinking of something else. Alright. She was a remarkable woman, Shroud. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. For her daughter's future. So, it's not Sir Emmerich. Definitely not Sir Emmerich, because it is a daughter. So I didn't misinterpret that last line. No, like it's a daughter. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and dividing us in the land. It's the legacy of our parents, Shroud, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. So, speak with the broom starveling. Is she the one we're looking for? They've slanged into oblivion. Certain things I just try and pronounce phonetically, but doesn't always work. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around, if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Black hair. Oh. Someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? I mean, no. But you never know until you try, so... Thought I'd ask nicely. Guess it's time to start kicking down doors. Repo it. Repo style it. A slang dunk. Oh, look. Yeah, I see a lot of people wearing the Cloud Strife clothing from Advent Children, which I kind of like that you can both drive the SDS Fenrir in the game and put on that as a glamour. It is a cool glamour. But it kind of looks out of place in a far more high fantasy version of FF. Well, I say far more. It's not really far more. More so. Have you made any progress, Shroud? So our mongrel was born of an Elysian nobleman and Hiren maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it! She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Shroud. I have a premonition that this is not going to end well. Oh, I'm sure that's based on past experience, considering our experience so far. Alright, let's hop below. Search for Tataru in the broom. You cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Well, that means you just gotta keep looking, now done it. We can't lose one of the good potatoes! We already got so many evil ones! It definitely fits better than a giant chocobo head in a bikini, though. Well, nah, really. And yeah, compared to that, it definitely fits better. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either? Nope. Oh, there she is. I'm sorry, forget I said anything! Wait, down there! Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her! Quickly, Shroud, after them! Yeah, once they get one good look at me with that giant sword, they may want to back off. Uh-oh.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off. Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Wait, didn't we meet this guy before?
I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
No.
You're quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
The mongrel?
Hilda!
She got a
Lay
gun.
a finger on the blue blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
She's my type. I could tell already. Guts 2.0 with that giant sword. And Guts is the only one who wields a giant-ass sword. But that, I do consider that a compliment. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, say? I can't do the accent she did exactly. I'm gonna do approximate. Alright. I suppose we'll hop on up. Rest in peace, Kenta Miran. Kenta Mira. Who? Kenta Miran. Oh yeah. I forgot that he passed away. Yeah. I do remember hearing about that though. That did suck. $59, huh? Yeah, we're above 59. I think we'll be fine. Why, it's gonna turn into a bar fight. She renting out the whole place? Yeah, she is. Okay, I was joking, but this might actually turn into a bar fight. Wait, where'd she get that money? Extortion? Crime? I just realized this, and it's unintentional, but technically we have the same, hair color and eyes. Well, I have more red eyes than she does.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Aye.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble. They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Yep.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emeric to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emeric is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Yeah, you didn't explain to her why this is her problem.
What in the hells?
Ah, the unmistakable unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats.
Well, if you want to die, motherfucker, come here.
Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do.
They did pick a good voice actor for that guy, though. Very condescending.
Spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Damn magic.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered.
Oh, just come down here so I can beat your ass.
Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
And so it begins. I hate that it always turns off my tank stance.
Right there!
Yeah, well, the feeling's mutual, asshole. Alright, you motherfucker need to die.
Bear witness! Halone, guide my sword!
What sword? You use a staff, bitch.
Filthy rats!
I'm just gonna focus all my attacks on this fucking idiot. I just realized Hashufont's there. Okay, nice. Alphino, the mongrel, y'all are both idiots. You're standing in fire!
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Yeah. You might want to fuck off before I kill you. Myself.
Enough!
The fuck was that? What? Okay, yeah,
Lucky bastard.
luck. What the fuck was that? That wasn't luck. What the hell? The guy did a quadruple somersault backwards onto a goddamn building, like what looks like several stories up. The fuck. I love the outlandishness of that. That was kind of funny. Oh dang, I forgot you were only this far. Welcome, Unheardrin, or Unheardrin. Welcome. Also welcome Winmoeung. Welcome. Ninja Knight, Ninja Priest. Whatever, ninja something, that's for sure.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Oh yeah.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Yes, we don't even have their backing.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
It comes off as much.
I take it you're in charge.
I've been watching your other videos, first time catching a stream. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hope you enjoy chilling in the stream. I try and do my best to be as entertaining as possible. I always love to have new people join in. And glad you're enjoying the videos as well.
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Alright. I already said she's my kind of gal, so. She'll join in the fighting. I get to watch her do her best. Then afterwards we can get a drink. Shake this up.
Let me guess, you're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They none of them are well-bred. Hells, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time. And one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us. I'll allow, like them in some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Helionat. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting.
Hilda Brand. Don't ruin this for me. Isn't this technically a coup by the Pope? Technically, yes. Oh, you know, your everyday local triple 720 backflip onto a roof 50 yalms high. You know, just a Tuesday. We've been working on in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses. That much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that. Nonsense. If not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. Reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing it first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. That way, they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the brooms, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward's scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must avert the attention of the High Houses away from the city, and to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Lawborn knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear, but it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Huh. Spread false reports of an attack to get him out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the High Houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it is decided. To the vault. The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Alright, alright, alright. Shit's getting serious. Alright. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives. Rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Parties. I said parties. Wrong accent. Lord Hoshafon, Estinian, Master Alphino, and I will make ready to breach the underground gaol and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way to the highest levels of the vault, even onto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realizes that what you intend, they will fly to the Master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the gaol. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal for us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what must be done. She just got real bad boys. Bad boys? Watch you go, watch you go. I know that's probably not what you're referencing, but that's what I'm thinking of. Alright. The night's calling. Shit's getting, like, hype. Like, I'm like, whew! I'm feeling it! I'll just hop over this tribunal. Alright. I do love the aesthetic of Ishgard, though. I would want to live here. No, you're right. Oh, okay, I was right. Huh! Bad boys, what you gonna do? I'm a dork, I know. The others are in position, Master Shroud.
I will send word once you and your party have entered.
The vault. Alright, gotta queue up for this shite. Alright. Please be in actually a quicker queue than last time, because we were like sitting around for like 10 minutes. Alright. Hope the queue for the vault is fast. Go, Warrior of Light. Ever Heavensward. Heavensward. Ishgard was definitely my favorite city up to that point. And it looks fucking amazing. Like, I love the aesthetic. I love, like, the stone brick aesthetic. Plus, you know, like the snowfall and the spikes and everything. Oh, that was a much faster queue than usual. Alright. Very Dark Souls. Amen. That, and it kind of reminds me of home. This is what it looks like around here during the winter. Not like the stone outcroppings and buildings. We don't have a lot of stone brick buildings. But this, like the snowy, darker shade of gray, like overhanging everything, and snowfall. That for me is comforting because that reminds me of my home. I can't imagine a sunny winter. It would just be wrong. Or a snowless or iceless winter. Ooh, that would creep me out. All right. We're about to commit some heresy. Alright, so we got a thaumaturge, a dragoon, and... Alright, let's head in. Just gonna have to roll with it. Yeah, here they come. Oh, they just phased right through that. And turned off my tank stance again. I hate it when it does that. It's like, hey, we gotta sink you down. We're gonna turn off your tank stance. Well, fuck you. It was on for a reason. Alright. Hurry, my friends! We must defeat the Archbishop and teach him a lesson in what being a leader truly is. Yay! I am a dark knight. I bring justice here in this so-called holy vault. Alright. Spam the AoE shit. This doesn't appear to be a big dungeon. I think it's interesting how many streamers play tanks. Well, the thing is, this is just because I like Dark Knight. I think the aesthetic is cool, and it's thematically I thought it would be fitting for Heavensward, as I was planning on playing a vengeful character out to avenge the Sultana's death and the death of my Scion friends, which I really hope they're actually not dead, because the Sultana wasn't. Spoilers. The Sultana was revealed not to be dead, so maybe nobody died. Which I kind of don't mind. I saw someone saying what they didn't say in the comment section, but I saw it somewhere in someone else's video about it. But someone seemed to think that it kind of robbed the the gravity of patches 2.5 and 2.55 of their gravity solely because the Sultana's death wasn't real, and the Scions may very well not be dead either. So the gravity of what was once there is gone now. I don't know if I agree. I think the gravity's still there. It was meant to be there for them. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? I didn't sign up for that. Who gave you permission to go Super Saiyan? I did not, I would say. But yeah, as for being a tank, I don't know if I'll main Dark Knight forever. I love the aesthetic, but I'm more of a DPS person because when I played WoW, I always played DPS. I've never been good at tanking. I'm not terrible at it, I don't think, but I've never been great at tanking. I'm god-awful at healing, so the only thing I'm confident at, it would have to be, what the fuck? Would have to be DPS. Because it's just literally, just kill the thing. I'm a simpleton, in short. But yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. That kind of looks like our limit break. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Good, you're down. Stay that way. Just as Sir Shedabit said. Yes, well. Did he just teleport out? What the fuck? Damn church be packing technology. These fights getting spicy. Goddamn. And yeah, they are. There's a lot of mechanics to that one. I feel that. Are you saying that to me on Heirdrin? On Heirdrin? Or was that in response to something else in the chat? Alright, everybody behind me. Yep. You know, for a friar, that guy had some interesting stuff. I was responding to you talking about playing DPS earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah. The thing is, I don't think like I said, I don't think I'm bad at tanking, necessarily. I understand tank stance, I understand holding aggro. I do my best to make sure I'm the punching bag and everybody else. I also try and keep my DPS up, so I'm still helping deal out the damage. But when it comes to healing, you don't want me to be your healer. You will die. I will suck at my job. I guarantee it. I've done healing one time. I got kicked out of a dungeon group in WoW really fucking fast. Because of just how truly bad I was at healing. I'm not good at it. So, yeah. I won't even attempt to make a healing character. Ever. If I can avoid it. Maybe for the completionism's sake, I'll make healers in this game just so I say I leveled up every class to max level. But short of that motivation, I won't do it. Alright. Okay, yeah, I saw that coming. To me, you little bitch!